Hey everybody, this is Zach Dittmars, production manager for FishTalk and PropTalk magazine. Here today to kick off our Fish for Cure fundraiser for 2022. I'd like to introduce the team. So welcome Kaylee Jasinski.
Hello.
And Eric Packard.
Hey guys.
How you doing?
Doing good.
Lenny Rudo, our angler in chief, couldn't be here today. He's on assignment down at Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show. So, oh hey, and there's Kaylee's assistant. Hey, Bodie. All right, guys. So, we were just discussing how many years we did Fish for a Cure. I think since 2017, we've been participating pretty regularly, and I think Eric joined the team about 3 or 4 years ago.
3 or 4 years ago. Yep.
So, I think it's much more than a fishing tournament. It's a really it's a benefit for Anne Arundel Medical Center, and I think we all do this because we've all been affected in some way by cancer. Me personally, I've known 2 people that passed in the last year. Someone currently undergoing treatment, and what Fish for Cure is all about is raising funds for Anne Arundel Medical Center and the Geaton to Caceres cancer survivorship program, and all the money raised goes toward people undergoing treatment, and it's just a really great cause. So I mean,
it's a great cause. Yep.
Well, and they really emphasize that it's a cancer diagnosis is more about the treatment. It's like everything that comes with it, like navigating that. They have nutritionists and counselors. Like it just really helps people who are going through that whole process.
Yeah, when my mother passed away, she had cancer. She died at 57, and that would have been a perfect program for her, something like that, for her and my father to work through. So, yep.
And when we go to these, the captains' meetings, they often have speakers, people that have actually been directly, aided by this program. So, knowing it's very real, and it's just great. We're happy to be a part of it. So,
and all this money goes to them. It goes nowhere else, right?
Absolutely, and it culminates in a fishing tournament in which it's really just for bragging rights, and there's some cool prizes for sure. But really, ultimately, it's all about the Captain's Challenge and raising money for this awesome program.
Yep.
So every year, our team PropTalk FishTalk strives to raise $10,000. That's our annual goal, and we've achieved that every single year we've participated, and we've done that because we do these. We've done a few in-person events over the years, and now we sort of do this virtual event. And the silent fundraiser auction was a huge success last year, so we've done it again this year. And we have more awesome stuff than we've ever had before. And I just want to take a moment to thank all our sponsors: Hook Optics, Green Apple Arts, that's yours truly, Eric Packard there on the bottom left, Brian Point Outfitters, Bass Candy Delights, repeat donor every year. Bill is more than willing to send us his products. Finor Sunglasses, Real American Fishing Adventures. Butch Huber is a snakehead guy, and this is his 2nd year. He's gracious enough to give us a few trips again this year. Super awesome. Penn, St. Croix, again, repeat donor. Beltway Company is always there to support us every year, as is Mustang Survival. This year we have some Coastal Sunglasses. Dave King at Annapolis Diving Contractors is always willing to donate his services. Some great products from Plano. Gunpowder Agency is super awesome. Wayne Young, thank you, Wayne, for all your monthly contributions, as well as Fish for Cure. And Game On Lures has also given us a few things over the years. So we're going to run through all the prizes, and we're also going to give you the rundown on how to participate. So first off, we're going to have a gallery over on our Facebook page for those watching on YouTube. This is going to be on the FishTalk Facebook page. So if you're on the PropTalk page, make sure you hop over to FishTalk's gallery. You'll see the whole gallery. You can have 2 different views on the gallery. I'm actually going to bring this up for you guys so you can see a little bit better. So here we are. You're going to have a gallery. You have a grid view and a feed view. If you have the grid view, you see everything pretty small. Feed view, you can see things a little bit larger. So that's nice. Once you go on to one of our gallery pages, you'll simply just comment right here. Your minimum bid is indicated in the comments and also on the gallery photo. Once several comments go up, you're going to want to actually click view all comments, and then you're going to want to actually click view more comments, because what happens is it's going to show you the most relevant comments. Just make sure you do that to see the current high bid. Any questions, feel free to shoot us a message. Give us a call here at the office, 410-216-9309. The auction is going to run from now until next Wednesday, November 2nd at 5 p.m. And we'll ask that all highest bids, after they're notified, to donate to our page at Fish for Cure within 24 hours. The fundraiser Captain's Challenge ends November 5th. So, all right. We're going to run through all the prizes. Kaylee, why don't you lead us off here? I'm going to bring this up, and our grand prize, let's just go big, right? Go start off real big, right?
Yeah, so fishing trip with Lenny. So in the past, I know we've done more trips, but this year it is 2 trips only, and it's auction only. So you definitely want to keep an eye on this one if you want to go with Lenny. He is on a brand new boat this year, so that's pretty exciting. And I don't know, it's an experience. If you've never fished with Lenny, you have to do it at least once. He's the most excitable guy out on the water. Like, there's just really nothing like it. So just remember, 2 trips only. So you definitely want to get your bid in early.
All right, and it looks like as soon as this went live, we got a bid. So thank you, Fred Wallace, for your initial bid, kicking things off. Good luck on the auction. And obviously, we put on this that the date of these guided trips are seasonally dependent. Basically because, winter's coming, so it could be next year, it could be next summer. If you want to target Spanish mackerel, maybe wait till August, next year. Lots of different options for that. All right, next up. This is a guided goose hunt for 4 over on the Maryland Eastern Shore in Graceville, Maryland. I've been to this farm. It's absolutely beautiful. The host is an incredible guy and super generous to donate this trip once again. I think this is 3 or 4 years running. And it's just a great experience. So if you hunt and never paid for a guided goose hunt, this is actually, you know that this is a bargain. Starting this value at $800, but starting the bids off at $400. But I'll tell you, this is a hot item. This gets a lot of bids every year. So,
do they provide all the gear, Zach?
I'm sorry.
Do they provide all the gear, guns and all, or?
That's a possibility, but you do need your Maryland hunting license, and you do need to have some basic experience as far as
shooting. Yeah, cool.
All right, up next. So last year, Eric and I did trips. We did a trip together. This year, we decided to do independent trips. But hey, buy them both. We'll all go out together. So this is a kayak fishing trip with me. I've had some good success crabbing, and I thought that would be just throw that out as an option. Obviously, that's going to be seasonally dependent. So if you wanted to go kayak crabbing with me here in Annapolis, we'd have to wait till June of next year when the crabs are really running good. And maybe you'll go home with a few dozen, which would make it worth your while. If you wanted to go out and hit the mill ponds this winter, we could hit pickerel. We do a lot of pickerel fishing, so that's an option as well. Safety gear is a consideration in cold water as well. So. Or you can go out with Eric.
Go bass fishing with me, or we can go Southern Maryland area. We can do inshore. We can fish for rockfish. We can fish for perch. We can fish for largemouth. We can fish for pickerel. We can fish for snakehead. We'll have to figure out what we're going to look for. All dependent upon the time of year. If there's ice out, of course, we can't get on the lakes or the streams or not. But there's a lot of opportunity. Or if you want, we could even maybe do a trip over to Fletcher's for a shad. We can figure it out when you decide to bid on it. But remember, you have to have a Maryland fishing license to participate. Even with the one for Zach, you'll need a crabbing tag for that. So, yep.
Precisely. All right, Kaylee, what do we got up next here?
So an Eastern Shore guided snakehead trip with Butch Hubert, and I believe he's donated. I believe he's donated trips before. Zach.
Yes, this is his second year. Are you related to? Isn't your name Kaylee Huber?
Her new name.
Not technically, but yes, that is my married name. I don't know if there's a relation.
So Butch is a great guy, and he's kind enough to generate not 1 but 2 trips this year. So there'll be 2 gallery photos available for bid to go fishing with Butch.
And he's a great guy. I was talking to him recently at a show, and he helps out. He doesn't usually fish. He's assisting, getting you guys on snakehead, getting you untangled if you're tangled up and things like that. He provides the gear, I believe, and all. Again, you'll need a fishing license, and he'll get you out there and get you on a snakehead, and you'll see where he's fishing.
Yeah, and he makes his own lures, pours his own plastic, so that's pretty cool too.
Cool.
At the boat show, he actually was having kids actually make their own mold, like pour their own plastic. And he'd be like, "Hey, here you go." Wait for it to cool off.
Right there. Yep.
Cool guy indeed. All right, up next. This is actually a really cool package. Really nice pair of Costa Jose Pros. I won those in a CCA tournament a few years ago, and I loved them. And I left them on the back of my tailgate on my pickup, and it was a sad day. But those are some awesome. So I had my eyes on this prize, but it's a big value. So this is going to be a big starting bid at $150. But you get an extra large T-shirt, sunglasses, a hat. You also get the little blue lanyard you see, and there's a few stickers as well pictured there. We have a ton of sunglasses this year, which is super awesome because everyone loves sunglasses. Why don't you tell us a little about this one, Kaylee?
Hook Optics, let's say yellowfin polarized sunglasses. I haven't personally used these. Have either of you guys?
No, but I have them right here in my hand.
Yeah, but I think Zach said that you can actually, like me, I wear prescription glasses. You can have these frames made into prescription, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes, they're based out of Easton. This is a Maryland-based company, which is super cool.
Mm-hmm.
And these are some nice shades.
Yeah.
They're made in Italy, but the Maryland is owned a Maryland company based out of Eastern Maryland. So it's great to support local businesses. And thank you for supporting FishTalk, PropTalk. We also have another pair. These are actually bifocals. So if you see in the lens there, you can see the sort of that lower area of the lens is a magnification. So that's pretty
cool. For the guys that have trouble tying knots while they're out on the boat.
That's why they're called the knot tires.
That's right.
I'm starting to experience that myself. I'm getting there. So I'm going to the eye doctor today.
Oh, okay. Don't make me okay.
Why don't you read that one off for us, Eric?
Fenor, back down sunglasses. The value of is $239. What are you starting them at for bid?
Oh, I'd have to.
And they look like they have nice sides on them to keep the sun out from behind the glass.
Yes, but I wanted to pull these out here.
You have like a couple pair of those, right?
We got two pairs. The other pair is I'll bring those up in a second, but I wanted to show these off. These are really cool. I might skip town with all this gear. I don't know, guys. These are really cool. So you can't really see the picture, but it's kind of like a translucent blue.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, these are really cool. It's kind of like almost like a marine camouflage kind of.
Oh, nice.
These are really slick, and
cool.
Yep. And then the other pair of the Fenors is these were graciously donated by Gunpowder Inc. The RT 001. I think this is like RT's like a pro angler, so this is his model. But these are pretty slick too.
I like the lenses.
Cool.
It's nice.
Absolutely. All right. Eric, you use these, right?
Yeah, I do. They're good bait. You said you have 2 packages of these, 2 sets?
2 packs. So that's going to be 2 packs available of 12 each. So that's 6 inches and 6 10 inches, and you'll get a random assortment of colors. I guess when you come to pick them up, first come, first serve, whatever. So there's actually 2 of these available. So I mean, that's a lot of lures. I mean, that's going to get you through the season, maybe 2 seasons. So thank you, Bill Montgomery, for donating some BKDs once again this year. Always very supportive of our team.
Yeah, they're good baits. I mean, for rockfish, for anything, even if you're going for redfish, they're good bait.
So Kaylee, you're the editor. Wayne's one of our monthly contributors for FishTalk, so you've read a lot of his stuff.
Yeah, and I'm sure FishTalk readers will be familiar with his monthly articles. They're always just very informative, very interesting. So it's pretty cool that you can. I mean, he's auctioning off his books and they're signed. So like I said, if you're a fan of his articles in FishTalk, you'll definitely want to snatch these up.
A lot of fishing locations. That's basically what it's all about.
So Zach, is this one bid for all 4 books?
That's one bid for all 4 books, starting at $40 bids. So that's you can basically each book for $10.
Nice.
And he was also graciously giving us his newer series, the Mid-Atlantic Fishing Reefs. But he does have another one coming out as well. So I mean,
wow,
he stays busy. So thank you, Wayne. And thank you for your monthly contributions as well. All right, up next. I don't know if this guy knows anything about fishing, but wait, it's Lenny. Book collection for our Angler in Chief. These are all great. I have these and chock full of information. On FishTalk magazine, his writing these books. It's translated into what FishTalk is now.
Yeah.
Now, Zach, are these signed as well?
I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to assume that they are signed, but they're sitting at Lenny's house, so I can't look at them to make sure. But I'll make sure.
I think we could make that happen.
I think I know a guy who knows a guy. All right. This is super cool. Eric's kind enough to donate a lot of his art year after year. So thank you, Eric, for doing that for this cause.
This one here was inspired to me by these are actually tobacco barn sticks. I was fishing in a pond and I ran across this old tobacco barn that's coming down, and it had these pile of sticks in there. Now, it took me about 4 trips of fishing there to finally decide, hey, I want to take those home with me and make a striped bass out of it, because striped bass is a state fish, and tobacco was the big driving factor back in the colonial era for Maryland, and for years and years and years, and then it's faded off. But I thought 2 big things with Maryland, and it's original, so I put this together, and it's tobacco sticks on. It's got a piece of wood on the back, a thin piece, and to nail on there. Then I had stained it that old barn worn white color. I just thought it was a fun project.
So, like, you basically made a backing piece for this to attach everything to it, right?
Yes, I did.
And as a result of that,
in the backing piece, and then I just took that and made that into a fish.
Wow, that's so cool.
So basically, art-inspired art.
It did. I had an extra piece of wood, and I thought I'd just trace that puppy out and paint it up. So this is acrylic paint on a piece of wood, and you can hang it on your wall. You can put it on a shelf. It's pretty big. It's 36 by 11, but I just thought it was a fun project.
Very cool. All right, got a few more pieces. This one's my favorite. This is super cool. So you've got 3 10 by 12 frames, and it's like sort of multicolored, abstract striped bass.
Yeah, abstract. I just thought it'd be a little bit different project for me to work on. This is acrylic as well, and I made this piece for Fish for a Cure.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. The color contrast is just amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I might have to bid on that one.
Or I can pay another one for me.
I'm surprised you're not keeping that, because that's super cool. But thank you again for all these donations.
You're welcome.
All right, so this is a lot like the one I had last year, and I love this. And I actually talked to you about maybe like commissioning my mailbox to get something like that, and you were actually like discussing that. So that would be
this
cool.
Piece of driftwood. I was kayak fishing a little feeder creek on the Patuxent River on the St. Mary side, and I was coming back in, and it was up on the shoreline, all soaking wet. And I do that on occasion. I'll pick up the little piece of small driftwood, and I brought it home with me and thought I'll just go ahead and paint on there. And it's oil paint on driftwood, so I thought it's a cool project. And crab sell Maryland, and I made that piece just for Fish for a Cure as well.
Awesome. And actually, you said you updated a little bit to add a little more contrast to make the crab sort of.
Yeah, what I did was, I don't know if you can see. Where's my camera at? Behind the crab, you can see it's a little bit lighter white, so that it stands out. It doesn't blend so much into the background.
Well, I'm pretty sure there was a similar one last year that Lenny got outbid on, so I'm going to go ahead and guess that Lenny's going to have his eye on this one when he gets back from Florida.
I was going to say, doesn't he always get outbid by one of his brothers?
Yes. Steve's outbid him on several things.
And I'm the one that gets the earful all the time about it. So.
Let's see, Eric, we have a question. What were we doing on I'll look it up here. We actually have a question. What's the starting bid on the go back
Back
to real quick.
for that one.
No, this one. I have it marked down here. Let me find it.
I think we said 250, 300, somewhere in there.
Yes, 250. German, that's going to be 250 starting bid on the triple, and that's, you know, a lot of time went into this. They're all framed and matted, so that's you know, and that's, you're on YouTube, so just hop over to our Facebook page if you're interested in placing the bid. Thanks for watching, and thank you, Ian. Ian Rubin just made a bid on the BKD, so this is all, you know, pretty cool. Real time here. All right, let's jump through here. Next one, tailing redfish. This is kind of a little smaller one, but it's pretty cool. If anyone fishes for reds, they know that this is a telltale sign of their presence.
Yeah, they're tailing in the shallows. This is, you see a lot of these paintings. I was inspired by other paintings similar to this, and I thought that's pretty cool. I had the colors already because I had done the other multicolored picture of the striped bass. And I thought, well, the gold or the orange looks similar to it, so I popped that one out for this as well.
Nice. They would go great together as a pair. So, all right, let's see what we got next. It's just sort of an abstract aerial fishing boats.
Yep. The reason I did this one was because all I ever see are sailboats. And I thought, I'm going to do some center console fishing boats. So that's where this came from.
Nice.
Awesome. Very cool.
Yep. That's a pretty good size one too. What size did we say that was? 16 by 20. And that's the yard, not the framing. So the framing is a little bit larger.
Okay. Thank you, Eric, for all those awesome paintings. Make someone's house look super awesome. And thanks, Mustang Survival, for sending another PFD. This one is automatic inflatable. Last year they sent one. It was a manual pull. So this is a nice price point on this one. And you know, if you're out there, if you're fishing wintertime solo, this is definitely something you should have.
Or summertime kayak fishing. I use one like this because it's so hot to wear a full-bodied one. You know, it goes across the back and everything. This thing's ultra light, keeps you cooler. You have, you know, t-shirt underneath your fishing shirt. And you don't have to worry about sweating too much. And if you go overboard, it's going to open up and save you.
Yep. And you know, I know when Kaylee's out paddleboarding on Blue Friday, you know, the day after Thanksgiving, she's going to be wearing something like that too, up there on the upper bed. So.
Yeah, I actually have one of the hip ones that just goes around the waist. But yeah, like Eric said, whether it's, you know, winter and you have a lot of, you know, gear on, or if it's you know, summer and it's just hot and you want something a little bit lighter, they're very nice.
Yep.
I don't know. Thank you, Mustang. St. Croix's nice enough every year to send us these gift certificates for, I'm sorry, just discount certificates for 40% off St. Croix rods. So, you know, if you're using Premiers, they're ballpark 120, 140. So, I mean, that 40% off coupon is going to be worth about $50. If you're looking at the Avids and some of the newer models, I mean, you're pushing over $200. So this certificate can be worth up to $100 or more, depending on what product you're buying from St. Croix. So
is this bid for 2 certificates, correct?
No, this is saying that there's 2 certificates available. So there will be
so you get 2
2
certificates. Okay.
There will be 2 separate ones you can bid on. Okay. Yeah, I should probably update. Maybe, yeah, that's a little confusing. I see, but I was trying to emphasize that there's actually
2 available. Yeah,
2 available.
You may want to do 2 screens like this and have blah blah blah. So.
Yeah, thanks for the suggestion. All right.
Cool. I love this pack. I use it every time if I'm fishing on somebody's boat, like if I go with Lenny or a friend of mine or something like that. I take the tackle I'm using for the day, have my fishing license in it. I put my, I can put a bottle of water in there, maybe a lunch, put extra leader line in there. Or if I'm out, like I'm fishing in a pond in a pair of waders, I've got this thing on, wearing it all day. It's light, it's comfortable, and it doesn't weigh you down. And the top of it actually has a magnet on it, so when you sit on the ground, you got your pliers and stuff, they'll stick to the top, and it comes with 3 boxes.
Yeah, tons of gear. And I mean, I think I've taken 2 boxes out because they're huge boxes. They're the big ones.
Yeah.
You could stash other gear. You could stash your, you know, some rain gear, or just, you know,
Yeah, and then on the front here, it's got the phone pocket to protect your phone from water.
Super cool.
And then the bungees, orange bungees on the side. If you're a fly fisher, you can put your fly rod there. It's actually a tube holder, and you can get back in the country and then get out your gear and start fishing. It's a good product.
All right, let's see what we got next. Kaylee, why don't you read that off?
So we have the Pen Battle 3 6000, value of $150. And I think we have that. Well, you have it here, but you don't want to open up the box, so it'll be,
The brand new seal and battle. I don't want to break the seal here. So it's.
Zach doesn't want to. He doesn't want to grab it and fish with it, right?
I mean, it would be tempting. I mean,
Yeah.
But the fish I catch, the drag would probably be worn out because the fish I catch are so big. So I paid for that winning bid. But I know, Kaylee, I know you use I think you use a Pen Battle too pretty regularly. Great product, super durable. Eric, you have a Pen Battle too, I think.
Yeah, I have one. Yeah.
So both of you guys are Pen users, and I've certainly considered getting one. They're great products.
This is a 6000. This is a big reel. This is going to be a lot of drag on it. If you're doing any surf casting, big rig fishing or something like that, it's a nice reel.
Absolutely. Thank you, Penn. All right, here we have some Game On lures. They've graciously donated stuff year after year. They make these really cool clips that I like the tactile sort of clips. But these are pretty interesting jigs. They're very high quality. Price point about $10 a piece, so you're getting $60 worth of lures here, and I think we're starting at about $30. So pretty cool jigs. They have sort of like that bent. Kind of see that. It's not really showing. It's sort of that angled bent lure. It's not the rounded one, so it's kind of like once you hook the fish, you kind of like
keeps them locked in. Yep.
Nice quality stuff there. Thank you, Game On.
Perfect for rockfish.
Kaylee, why don't you read this one off? And this is from Dave King, our customer service manager's husband. So
Brooke King, who's part of our team, this is her husband's company, Annapolis Diving Contractors. This is a great service. It's for an in-water hull cleaning, valid April 2023 through October 2023. So keep that in mind, and boats must be located in the Annapolis area. But like I said, this is just great service value, over $175, and local company. So definitely want to look into this if you need a hull cleaning.
Yeah. So when you got that 2-week closure next summer, your boat's just sitting there. Hey, great time to get at the bottom service. Yeah. You'll gain a few miles per hour too, probably out there on the bay. So thank you to Dave and Brooke King for that. All right, I think that might conclude the current inventory of products. I think we may have a few things coming in last minute. So the auction will run until next Wednesday. So keep an eye out. We'll do some Facebook posts when if we get some more items. I think some are in the mail. But just want to take another moment to thank all our sponsors for making this happen, to help us achieve our goal to reach $10,000 for the Captain's Challenge and Fish for a Cure. All proceeds will go to the cancer survivorship programs at the Ann Arbor Medical Center. And then we'll go fish next Saturday on Lenny's new Camus. And
Cool.
I don't know what our objective is this year, but it's a catch and release tournament this year. Due to the current state of the striper fisheries, they've decided that this is the best move going forward. We couldn't agree more. So it's good all around stuff there.
And Zach, could you explain just one more time for people? So they are commenting their bid on the Facebook item, but then they're not going to donate to the page until the auction ends. And are you going to say who is the winner for each item before they make their bid?
Yeah. So what I think what we did last year was just sort of sort of halfway through the week, we'll kind of go on and just say, hey, this is the current highest bid, or on the last day specifically, we'll just make an announcement on the comments. So everybody, if anyone's commented, they should receive a notification that someone is, we've commented on the thread, and we'll just say, hey, so-and-so is the latest bid. It ends at 5 today. Yes, so no donations are required. And then once 5 p.m. on November 2nd, we'll announce that the highest bid won, the auction has ended. Please make a donation within 24 hours. If you don't make a donation within 24 hours, we may ask you if you choose to decline, and we'll move on to the next highest bidder. But last year I think everyone donated right away, which is super awesome. Everyone's appreciate all your support, everyone's willingness to help, and of course you can make a donation at any time to our team. And it's a little complicated link, so I actually made a sort of a short link, and that's fishtalkmag.com/F for AC Fish for a Cure 2022, and that'll take you right to our donation page. He likes you. So again, also, I mean, it's not too late to join. Go over to Fish for a Cure, start your team. You have a week and a half to go. You can certainly raise some funds and participate in the Captain's Challenge, and also just participate in the tournament as well. So it's not too late to join the tournament and start a team yourself.
I think there is a cutoff for, I'm trying to remember, when you can join. Real quick.
It is a great cause, though. Like I was saying, any money you raise or your team raises, it all goes for the cause.
Okay, the deadline to register is October 31st to join the tournament.
That's Monday, Halloween.
Yeah.
So I got 5 days to sign up for the tournament and raise a few funds for Anne Arundel Medical Center.
Or donate to our team.
Exactly.
Oh, German said Eric needs a logo for his art, but he has a logo for his art. I'm going to bring that up for you. It's right here. It's Green Apple Arts. That's actually Eric right there. So thanks for watching, German. Good luck on the on that striped bass thing. All right. Well, thanks for joining. I look forward to fishing with you too next week. Oh, and the captain's meeting is also. I'll be attending that, so you guys don't need to. But if anyone participating wants to go to the captain's meeting, well, they need to go to pick up their bucket and everything. So I think that's on the. I don't know.
November 2nd.
Thank you, Kelly. November 2nd, and that's at the Annapolis Maritime Museum, I believe.
Yeah, and we're fishing on the 5th, right?
5th, that's right.
That's right. Fun stuff. Hopefully, it won't be rainy and cold.
You just never know in November, do you? All right. Well, thanks for joining me. I look forward to it, and all for a great cause.
Yep.
Take care, guys.
Bid on, guys.